I want to share something that is very important with you today. This is a word from the Lord to everyone who is frustrated, everyone who cannot figure out the way from where they are to where they want to go, everyone who feels lost in the journey and you can't see the point or your destination any longer. In the book of Psalm chapter 124, we see something very interesting. It is a psalm of David, like most of the other ones, a psalm that he wrote while he was in a cave of Adullam, hiding from Saul. Away from his family and friends, one of the most difficult times of his life, and this is what he had to say. Verse 1. If the Lord hadn't been for us, let Israel now repeat, if the Lord hadn't been for us when those people attacked us, then they would have swallowed us up whole with their rage burning against us. Then the waters would have drowned us, the torrent would have come over our necks, then the raging waters would have come over our necks. Bless the Lord, because he did not hand us over like food for our enemies' to eat. We escaped like a bird from the hunter's trap. The trap was broken, so we escaped. Our hope is in the name of the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. You see, David knew that God was on his side. Unlike most of us who sometimes doubt this or are not sure, he was absolutely confident that God was with him. He expressed this confidence countless times over the course of his life, countless times in the Psalms. This is the reason why he said confidently, when I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you will be with me. Or when they said, where can I go from your presence? Or how can I run away from you? If I go to the depths of hell, you were there with me. This is the truth that David understood. The truth that he did not have to do everything on his own because God was with him. The truth that he didn't have to figure it all out himself because God was on his side. God wants you to stop trying to do it on your own. Stop trying to figure it out yourself because you think you have to. God is on your side. God is with you on that journey that you are taking. In that place that you currently find yourself, He is with you. You've got to learn how to let go and trust Him. You see, a wise person once said, faith is the only time that you are allowed to quit. There are times when you should quit, but you're holding on so much that your actions keep getting in the way of what God wants to do. Usually, these actions come from a place of fear and of pride. The fear that if you don't figure it out, it's not gonna get done. The fear that you're completely by yourself, that you have no one to count on but you. This is a message the world preaches wonderfully, the message of having to do it all alone. Over and over and over and over again, everywhere you look, the message that is implied is that if you cannot do it alone or figure it alone, then it must be weak. You keep hearing how it's important to do it alone, to be alone, to get it done yourself, and on and on and on it goes. The truth is that while there are times where you must learn to be alone and not depend so much on other people, there is never a time when you should be alone from God. The Bible puts how intertwined we are with God very wonderfully in Acts chapter 17 verse 28. It says, for in Him we live and move and have our being. As also certain of your own poets have said, for we are also His offspring. Everything you are because of your presence in Him. So if you know this, and if you really believe it, it becomes impossible to think that there is any way that you can truly be separate or alone from Him. This is what the devil wants you to think and do. To cut Him off from your conscience. To cut Him off from your existence. He wants you to think that you've got to get it figured out before you can involve God in the matter. He comes and whispers in your ear that it doesn't do to be weak. You can sort it out yourself, solve the problem yourself, deal with the issue yourself, find the solution yourself, deal with the addiction yourself. You don't want to stress or bother God. It's funny, yeah? You don't want to be the person who hasn't got their life figured out, unlike all of his other children. It's your responsibility to figure things out. And on and on and on it goes with all of those lies. He makes you forget and lose sight of the fact that God is not interested in any of those things. That even though He wants you to take steps of faith, He wants you to do it by His side, conscious of the fact that He is interested in everything that concerns you. He doesn't want a performance for His benefit or for you to put on a show for His sake. He hasn't called you to perfection. He's not interested, and He doesn't demand perfection. He wants you. He wants to see you. He wants you to know Him and to trust Him the same way that He does you. He wants you to depend on Him. Today, all God wants from you is for you to let go and trust Him. Stop trying to do everything yourself. You've been trying to figure it out yourself, and you've tried everything that you've thought of to try, except to involve Him in the matter. It's not that God is not interested in you taking action or responsibility or steps of faith, but it's not an act of faith if He's not involved in the matter or if you're acting from a place of fear. So hey, what exactly are you trying to do that keeps you getting frustrated, that keeps backfiring? It may be that God is saying to you today, let go and trust me. You've been told that this is how it works for everyone, or this is how you have to do, but I truly want you to know that it's not about what is supposed to work, but who is working it. Don't be afraid. God says He's on your side. Don't be too independent or proud to depend on His help. He wants to help you. He wants to see you succeed and prosper. He says, I want to see you increase. It is my desire that you have the best things that I've set aside for you. Let me show you how. Will you just ask me? Are you going to commit that thing that you were struggling with to me? Are you going to depend on my grace to see you through your difficult situations? Are you going to let me help you? I have said, call unto me and I will answer you, and I will show you great and mighty things. That's exactly what I'm saying to you today. Trust me with the difficulties. Open up, let me in, and I will show you the way out. I will walk your victory and your freedom with you. May the good Lord bless you.